Today is May 31st, and my house is for sale. For this reason, there's nothing on the porch here. I've packed everything away. I used to have a fountain that was really nice, but I wanted to show you the garden as it looks at this time of year, which is late spring. So over here we have grapevine, another kind of vine, which I've forgotten what it is, a incredible Matilda poppy that I cut back to the ground every year. This is either a native blackberry or raspberry. It obviously needs to have something to climb on. This is the wildflower garden. Of course, it's pretty much done, but in the spring, early spring and middle spring, it was really gorgeous, and I'll be cutting back all of that. Here's coyote bush. Sorry, I'm in the process of turning it into a little tree, so I'm pruning it back. And here on the porch, I have you can see, well, not on the porch, but I have these rain barrels. The purpose of these rain barrels, there's one on the other side too, is not to save the water, because in California it doesn't really work, but to divert the water from right here by the patio, so that it goes out into the garden. Okay, so we'll walk along here. This Matilda poppy is incredibly prolific. It starts blooming early spring, and it pretty much doesn't stop. Of course, it is, it's just one bush here. They can be a bit aggressive in moving around in the garden. I've got some over there, but they're so easy to pull up that it doesn't matter. Okay, here's the side yard. This is kind of an area that could use some work, although in the spring I do have wildflowers. Coffeeberry. This is some kind of buckwheat. I forgot what. This whole area here is just full of clarkias. So I need to cut them back. And poppies. California buckwheat. Little oak tree. There is some Bermuda grass here. I put down, I got rid of all the Bermuda grass with cardboard and 6 inches of mulch, but I did plant these plants, the coyote bush and this California buckwheat, a bit early, and I watered them, and that's why there's some Bermuda grass here, but it's easy to pull out. There are oak trees popping up everywhere. I'm kind of leaving them for the new owners in case they actually want to keep some of them. This is mountain mahogany. Lots of sunflowers. The native sunflowers all planted by birds. These are beautiful poppies. I'm going to cut them back. Now over here, there's these bottle brushes, 2 big ones. Believe it or not, I've cut them back way back, and then of course they grow big. I'm going to cut them back again, but I keep them because hummingbirds absolutely adore them. This is a very prolific Meyer lemon. There's actually 2 coffee berries here. And going in here is a Cleveland sage. This sage is 5 years old. It's incredible, huh? There's a ceanothus in back. Another coyote bush here. This is either slender buckwheat or native buckwheat. I don't remember which. This is Ray Hartman ceanothus. There's 2 of them. There's another one back there. They're pretty tall. These are 5 years old. This mallow is Priosoma mallow, and it is prolific too. These are all babies that came from it. And this row here is Ray Hartman. See, Ceanothus. There are 3 of them. They're about 4 years old. You can see they just love it here. They're huge. I never water them. I don't water anything, actually. This is the back door to the alley. This is another kind of mallow. I'm not sure. It might be Fremont's mallow. The flower is really nice, but it's not particularly happy here. I'm not sure why. This is the other side of the Ray Hartmans. White sage. These mockingbirds just love it here. This is another Purissima mallow that planted itself. Cleveland sage. This one is sort of done blooming, maybe because it has more sun than the other one. This is a big salt bush. It's also called quail bush. This little tree here is a California dogwood. It's only 3 years old and it's really growing fast. I cut off the lower limbs so it looked more like a tree instead of a bush. This is absolutely gorgeous. Ceanothus. I don't know which one it is. Its first bloom was just incredible everywhere, but it seems like it's having kind of a little second bloom here. And it just keeps getting bigger. This is a navel orange tree. It's very old. It was here when I moved down. Very, very prolific. I need to trim down some of the bottom branches, but the oranges are delicious and there's lots and lots of them. Here's another Ray Hartman. Same age as the others, about 4 years old. This is a California redbud. I just trimmed this to look more like a tree. Oh. This is manzanita, but I've forgotten which one. Probably one of the most popular ones. It's slow growing. It's a couple years old. This is another California redbud. I made a mistake. I think I thought it was a vine. I planted it too close to the house, but the roofer said it's okay, and he cut it back. And it's doing really well. And then this is spice bush here, which also could have been better in another location, but it flowers and it's really nice. This is a great big RV pad, which could be used to put an RV in or an ADU or just dig it up and have more garden. So that's what the back looks like now. I've got a lot of pictures of all the flowers, which I'll put into the same drive.